Hello friends, welcome to Glowing Stars Bharat. Myself Abhishek and I am present once again with the new video. In this video, we will discuss the NCERT exercise problems of the topic Metals and Non-Metals, Class 10, Chapter 3. Now let us start the discussion with exercise question number 1. Which of the following pairs will give displacement reactions? Option A, NaCl solution and copper metal. Option B, MgCl2 solution and aluminium metal. Option C, FeSO4 ferrous sulfate solution and silver metal. Option D, AgNO3 solution and copper metals. The final answer is AgNO3 solution and copper metals. Means option D is a correct answer. Next question number 2. Which of the following methods is suitable for preventing an iron frying pan from rusting? Option A, applying grease. Option B, applying paint. Option C, applying a coating of zinc. Option D, all of the above. So now discuss with answer. Answer option C is correct. Applying a coating of zinc. Friends, we can also apply grease and paint to prevent iron from rusting. However, in case of iron frying pan, grease and paint cannot be applied because when the pan will be heated and washed again and again, the coating of grease and paint would be destroyed. Next, question number 3. An element reacts with oxygen to give a compound with a high melting point. The compound is also soluble in water. The element is likely to be option A, calcium, option B, carbon, option C, silicon, and option D, iron. So friends, final answer option A is correct answer. The element is likely to be a calcium. Next, question number 4. Food cans are coated with tin and not with zinc because option A, zinc is costlier than tin. Option B is zinc has a higher melting point than tin. Option C is zinc is more reactive than tin. Option D is zinc is a less reactive than tin. Friends, this is objective answer. Answer is option C. Food cans are coated with tin and not with zinc because zinc is more reactive than tin. Next, question number 5. You are given a hammer, a battery, a bulb, wires and a switch. Question number A. How could you them to distinguish between sample of metals and non-metals? And question B. Assess the usefulness of the test of distinguishing between metals and non-metals. So final answer A. With the hammer we can beat the sample, and if it can be beaten into thin sheets, that is, it is a malleable, then it is a metal, otherwise a non-metal. Similarly, we can use the battery, bulb, wires and a switch to set up a circuit with the sample. If the sample conduct electricity, then it is a metal, otherwise a non-metal. Answer B. The above tests are useful in distinguishing between metals and non-metals, as these are based on a physical property. No chemical reaction are involved in these tests. Next, question number 6. What are amphoteric oxide? Give 2 examples of amphoteric oxides. Now see the answer of this question. Those oxides that behave both acidic and basic oxides are called amphoteric oxide. Examples: aluminum oxide, Al2O3. Al2O3 react with HCl to gives AlCl3 plus 3H2O. Basic Al2O3 plus 2NaOH reaction gives 2NaLO3 plus H2O acidic. Zinc oxide is also an amphoteric oxide. Next, question number 7. Name 2 metals which will displace hydrogen from dilute acids and 2 metals which will not. See the answer of this question. Metals that are more reactive than hydrogen displace it from dilute acids. For example, sodium and potassium, metals that are less reactive than hydrogen, do not displace it. And for example, copper and silver also. Next, question number 8. In the electrolytic refining of a metal M, what would you take as your anode, the cathode and the electrolyte? See the solution of this question. In the electrolytic refining of a metal M, anode impure metal M, cathode tin strip of pure metal M, electrolyte solution of salt of a metal M. Next question number 9. Pratyush took sulfur powder on a spatula and heated it. He collected the gas evolved by inverting a test tube over it as shown in a figure below. Question number A. What will be the action of a gas on dry litmus paper, moist litmus paper? And next question, write the balanced chemical equation for the reaction taking place. So friends, see the solution of question number 9. 9A1, there will be no action on dry litmus paper. And second answer, since the gas is sulfur dioxide, it turns moist blue litmus paper to red because sulfur dioxide react with moisture to form sulfurous acid. And answer B, reaction, sulfur react with O2 to give sulfur dioxide and SO2 react with H2O to give sulfurous acid. Next question, question number 10, state 2 ways to prevent the rusting of iron. So friends, answer is very easy. 2 ways to prevent the rusting of iron are: first is oiling, greasing or painting. By applying oil, grease or paint, the surface becomes waterproof and the moisture and oxygen present in the air cannot come into direct contact with iron, hence rusting is prevented. And other method is galvanization. An iron article is coated with a layer of zinc metal which prevent the iron to come in contact with oxygen and moisture, hence rusting is prevented. Next question number 11, what type of oxide is formed when non-metals combine with oxygen? See the solution of this question. Non-metals combine with oxygen to form acidic oxides. For example, sulfur react with oxygen to give sulfur oxide SO2, acidic in nature. Next question number 12, give reason. Question number A, platinum, gold and silver are used to make jewelry. Question B, sodium, potassium and lithium are stored under oil. And question C, aluminium is a highly reactive metal. It is used to make utensils for cooking. And question D, carbonate and sulfide ores are usually converted into oxide during the process of extraction. So friends, answer of question number A, platinum, gold and silver are used to make jewelry. Because platinum, gold and silver are used to make jewelry because they are very luster. Also they are very less reactive and do not corrode easily. So it is used to make jewelry. Next, sodium, potassium and titanium are stored under oil because sodium, potassium and lithium are very reactive metals and react very vigorously with air as well as water. Therefore, they are kept immersed in kerosene oil in order to prevent their contact with air and moisture. This answer of this question, question number C, though aluminium is highly reactive metal, it is resistant to corrosion. Thus, this is because aluminium reacts with oxygen present in air to form a thin layer of aluminium oxide. This oxide layer is very stable and prevent further reaction of aluminium with oxygen. Also, it is light in weight and a good conductor of heat. Hence, it is used to make cooking utensils. Answer of question number D, carbonate and sulfide ores are usually converted into oxide during the process of extraction because metals can be easily extracted from their oxides rather than from their carbonates and sulfides. Next, question number 13, you must have seen tarnished copper vessels being cleaned with lemon or turmeric juice. Turmeric juice. Explain why these source substances are effective in cleaning the vessels. See the solution of this question. Question number 13. Copper react with moist carbon dioxide in air to form copper carbonate, and as a result copper vessels loses its shiny brown surface, forming a green layer of copper carbonate. The citric acid present in the lemon or turmeric neutralization the basis copper carbonate and dissolved the layer. That is why tarnished copper vessels are cleaned with lemon or turmeric juice to give the surface of a copper vessels its characteristic luster. Question number 14. Differentiate between metal and non-metal on the basis of their chemical properties. So friends, see the answer of this question. Difference between metal and non-metal. Metals are electropositive and non-metals are electronegatives. Metals, they react with oxygen to form basic oxide, and non-metals, they react with oxygen to form acidic and neutral oxide. Metals, they react with water to form oxides and hydroxides. Some metals react with cold water, some with hot water, and some with steam. And non-metals, they do not react with water. Metals, they react with dilute acid to form a salt and evolve hydrogen gas. However, Cu, Ag, Au, Pt, Ag do not react. Non-metals, they do not react with dilute acids. They are not capable to replacing hydrogen. Metals, they react with the salt solution of metals. Depending on their reactivity, displacement reaction can occur. Copper sulfate react with zinc to give zinc sulfates and copper. Non-metals, these react with salt solution of non-metals. Metals, they act as a reducing agent as they can easily lose electron, and non-metals, these act as oxidizing agent. They can gain electron easily. So friends, next question number 15. A man went door to door posing as a goldsmith. He promised to bring back the glitter of old and dull gold ornaments. An unsuspecting lady gave a set of gold bangles to him, which he dipped in a particular solution. The bangles sparkled like new, but their weight was reduced distractedly. The lady was upset, but after a futile argument, the man beat a hasty retreat. Can you play the detective to find out the nature of the solution he had used? So question is, friends, this question is very important for the next exam. See the solution of this question. We must have dipped the gold metal in the solution of aqua regia. A 3:1 mixture of conch ACl and conch HNO3. Aqua regia is a fuming, highly corrosive liquid. It dissolved gold in it. After dipping the gold ornaments in aqua regia, the outer layer of gold gets dissolved and the inner shiny layer appears. That is why the weight of gold ornament reduced. Friends, next question is question number 16. Give reason why copper is used to make hot water tanks and not steel and alloy of iron. Again, I repeat the question. Give reason why copper is used to make hot water tank and not steel. So, friends, see the answer of this question. Copper does not react with cold water, hot water or steam. However, iron react with steam. If the hot water tank are made of steel, then iron would react vigorously with the steam formed from hot water. Just like example, iron react with steam to give iron oxide and hydrogen. That is why copper is used to make hot water tanks and not steel. Friends, this is the required discussion of this exercise question of the topic metal and non-metals. If you like this video, please subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.
सब्सक्राइब कीजिए हमारे चैनल को और बेल आइकॉन को दबाइए हमारी लेटेस्ट वीडियो सबसे पहले देखने के लिए।